Okay. I know. I'm sorry. I have some. I just need a little bit more preparing before I share some old videos. But it will happen. It will. But I just figured I could do a chapter with some of these things. Okay. I know, I'm sure I know I've repeated some things and whatever, it's bound to happen, but you know, whatever, right? Doesn't matter. Okay. I think in my last video, I definitely talked about how, for whatever reason, Brian decided that he was going to tell Maureen yet again complete lies about me. You know, and the first thing that he said was that I went crazy and just was thinking that he was fucking anyone he knew, right? We know that's total bunk. No, it was just the one, his Valentine, you know, the one he wanted to share germs with, you know, that one, you know, the one who constantly told him she loved him and who he told me he had a crush. That one, that was the only one, right? So I thought about it more, and I'm like, yeah, so obviously he was protecting himself by doing that, right? Protecting himself and protecting her, right? And to do that, he just put it all on me like I was the fall guy. Yeah. The protection he vowed to give me when we got married, it just didn't exist. No, just the opposite. He was gonna smear me with a bunch of shit so that, you know, the reality and the true picture wouldn't be seen, thus protecting both of them. Yeah, I always got that. I always got the blame and the crap, whether it was lies or not, to protect whoever. It's nothing new, right? Just when I think about that almost everything he friggin' did was like totally showing how little his vows to me meant to him. And it's so hurtful to me that you know, when I'm at work, my coworker's like, you look like you're hurting. Like, is it that obvious? I am. It's painful every day to think about, you know? And not only that, but that I would never even think about doing something like that to him. Like, if I had done something horrid to him that put him in severe pain, I don't even think I would have the thought to put it on him like that to protect myself. It wouldn't even be an issue anyways, because I wouldn't have a need to do any of that shit. Just like, you know, whenever he talked to me about Ray, it was always, even as she was ignoring me, she's a good person, you know, she's awesome, just nothing negative about, but to her, everything he said about me was negative. And I said, you know what, it's like this is you. Like, if you're talking to a woman who you know adores you, right, you turn into, oh, I'm talking to a woman who adores me, I've got to, you know, it's time to act like I hate my wife and she's so lousy and makes me miserable. And I mean, the shit that I see him saying, telling Ray that he was home and the kids were in bed and he was just so depressed. you know, complaining about how miserable he was being with me. Then why are you fucking here? What a joke. Anyways, when you're in front of them, it's, you know, how shitty and lousy and miserable I am. But when you're in front of me, you switch it. Well, now we gotta pretend we're a loyal husband, and we gotta say the opposite things. That's what it's like. And it's like, that's the kind of person you are. And that's truly him. Like, that's what he does. He's done it for a long time. You know, he may not have had as many adoring fans as I did, but any that he did, that's what he did with them. What did I say to my fans? How great he was, how much I loved him, how happy I was. Whew. Oh man, and I could have said things that were true. You know, his anger outbursts, like, seriously. He was telling me that, because I asked him to go get my charger one time, and I said thank you, and he said, the way that I said thank you sounded like I was, like, being mouthy, and that's what I mean, like, he thinks I'm being mouthy, and before, if he thought I was being mouthy, he could fly into a rage and hit me. But he doesn't dare do that anymore. So, but he told me, you were being sarcastic. I'm like, because I said thank you? I was saying thank you for getting my charger. What? You know. Okay. And then talking about, you know, how the way he responded and reacted when I was initially asking the questions, because I finally had the clues to tell me, hey, you gotta check into this here, right? And the way he reacted, that was just so strange to me and very telling, right? Obvious. And I said, you know, it just, her not speaking to me, like, what? I don't get it. How that was totally cool with you, and that you thought it would be fine with me. Like, this is okay. And this is what he says. Well, you know, I tried talking to her about it. She said she didn't want the drama. What was I supposed to do? Force her? I said, okay, let's think about it this way. Let's really think about that. Okay. She said to him, I just don't want the drama. Okay, so what did he do? I said, I'm picturing this in my head now. You went, you said, so, you know, Ray, I gotta ask, like, Marissa's thinking we're having an affair, right? And she's been asking you questions, and what, you're not responding to her, right? Like, what's up? Oh, hi, son. Yeah, I don't want to deal with the drama of having to try to convince her that I'm like a mother to you. Oh, okay. Okay, Ma. Thanks for explaining that. I'll let her know. Really? She didn't want the drama of supposedly being able to tell me and convince me and assure me that they were like mother and son, that nothing what I thought was going on, that would be drama. Or, you know, or maybe it would have gone like this, and this is what I said to him. No, okay, Ray, you know, you're not talking to her, and it's looking suspicious. Okay, and but you know, he obviously wasn't gonna force her to do anything. I mean, I'm sure it was fucking not fun, right? To have to say she was like his mother when she was his mistress. So she didn't want any part of that, of course. So, well, what are we gonna say? Well, just, tell her I don't want to deal with this drama. Okay, but the problem with that though is she thinks we're having an affair. So, she's probably not going to be okay with us continuing to speak and see each other if you're not talking to her, right? Well, just do what we've always done and ignore her. You do it anyways. And that's what he tried doing. That's exactly what he tried doing. Okay, but what if that doesn't work? Like, what if she really makes me stop talking to you and seeing you, right? Just do it behind her back. Which is what he did. For months, right? How anyone can know that and think about that and not recognize what was going on. And talking about the swearing thing, and how he just, it was ridiculous that I needed him to swear about that. And so, this is what I said. I messaged him to show him what he sounds like. And this is what I said. I'm going to, obviously I can't read it right now, but I'm just going to try to remember what I said. I said, Marissa, it is so ridiculous that you want me to swear that I'm not having an affair with the woman who I told you had a big crush on me, who I gave Valentine's candy to and birthday gifts and Christmas gifts, and who never spoke to you and constantly said she loved me, who I spent a lot of time on the phone with and all day and night texting, and I ran through it all. I said, it's just ridiculous that you would want me to swear that woman wasn't my mistress. It was just ludicrous. I mean, you really need me to swear that the woman I was stealing your pills for isn't my side bitch? Come on, Marissa. You're just being a crazy, ridiculous psycho. Right? I mean, that's what you sound like when you say that. It was just ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, not to mention what we know that he did in the past. Constantly lead me to go, have days and days with other women. But it's just crazy that I can't just take his word and trust him. And what does he say to that? Like, you don't even want to know. Like, he can't address it. He just basically ignores it. Because what can he say to that? I mean, oh my God, you can't get, and that's like, it's called gaslighting, and it's really brutal. It's very harmful to people to, like, this is a fucking blue lighter. You're nuts. You're crazy. That's not blue. That's red. Like, what? Are you crazy? What? You know what? It's mind, like, it's a mind fuck. It is. You're really saying that woman with all this shit, and I was, being unreasonable? Really? You know that's not true. Like, no. You're the one who's talking crazy right now. You're talking crazy. I'm the sane one here. But you're telling me I'm being just crazy, jealous, and psychotic, and and you think I can trust you at all? I would trust a stranger at this point more than you. And with the paranormal stuff, it's been so hurtful to me how he never could take my word about it, never believed me, always dismissed me, told me it was in my head or whatever. And obviously didn't ever be worried for me, concerned, afraid, nothing. Did nothing to, put any effort into helping me figure it out and figure out how to deal with it and where to go. None of that. No, he just laughed at me and stuff. But I've been showing him, like, shit that you really can't. This shit, I'll add it to this video. I made him look at this and I said to him, I want you to apologize to me and tell me you were wrong and that you really failed me, I was hoping, he could feel some remorse for letting me down so badly with that. But, of course not. No, he fucking looked at this video, you're going to see, once I'm done talking, and said to me, it could be a smudge. A smudge? A smudge. So a smudge moves. Really? A smudge is there 1 minute and then gone the next? They said a reflection, and I said, what the fuck is that a reflection of, Brian? What? Cannot say I was wrong. Cannot feel sorry or remorse for how he behaved like that. For how he just left me so alone in that situation. Alone and sad, scared. It doesn't feel bad about it and continues to fucking tell me to my face that what I'm saying it is, it isn't. Still. Oh my God. Hey, you can't say that you were wrong. You can't say you were sorry because you're not. So you're desperate to say something though that can, excuse you from that. So you're gonna sound like an idiot instead. Because if you look at this and can say you think it's a smudge or a reflection, you sound like an idiot to me. Sorry. And the thing is, I know he has in the past said he believes the shit. I said, you know what? I guarantee this. If Ray told you that she believed that Mike was giving her signs from the other side and that she thought his spirit was around her, I guarantee, I'd bet my life on it, that you would say, of course he is. You would have no doubts, right? That she was getting signs, that you would tell her, I have no doubt he's giving you signs and letting you know he's here. Wouldn't you? You would. You would. Why, what I have to him that just makes him so uncaring about me, I really couldn't tell you. And I asked him, like, I don't understand why you were ever with me. If you can't even care about me at all. Like, why did you be with me? You should have been able to find someone you actually gave a fuck about. I'm so confused. I mean, I don't know. Help me make it make sense. I guess I just had to stop. Use me. I can be used, you know? I can be trampled on. And, you know? Oh, man. I have. Oh, boy. It is so difficult. I spend a lot of time in the car because I don't even want to be around and near him. Look at him. I don't know what the hell happened. But anyways, yeah. I don't know how much longer I can hold on. You know? I don't know. I did talk about how he was expecting me to, like, be the one to leave and get an apartment so I could deal with the landlord and neighbors above or below me or whatever. Yeah, we were kind of fighting one night or something, and he literally said to me, why don't you go get housing? You really think that I should leave and go find an apartment? You're the one who put us in this situation, and you think you're going to tell me that I'm the one who should go and leave? Wow. What a fucking douchebag. Yeah, no way in hell is that going to happen. You're lucky you're still here right now. Like, I wish I didn't, you know. I just really want this fucking house, and the kids deserve that. You know, this place the way it is, and it's such a shithole and everything, and his hoarding and everything, that needs to be fixed, you know. And I need his help to fix it. I just do. Sadly, it sucks though. But I did make one step towards that, actually. I know where I'm gonna go once I'm ready to, because I'm gonna have to get a loan to buy the new house, and I know where I'm gonna go, and I think I'm gonna be able to do that. Like, I'm worried about it. I don't know. I don't. When I bought a house the last time, I don't even remember any of that part of it. Like, I remember being stressed out about it, but then I don't remember how it all went. And I'm, obviously a lot of different changes have occurred since then, whatever. I was just, worried about it. Like, I'm doing everything I can to make sure my credit is good and shouldn't be a problem. But, it's just, I'm stressed out. Like, I need it to go well. So, please work out, and hopefully it will. And now I know, who's going to be able to help me. So that's a good thing. Now I need to just get to that point. It will happen. But, yeah, I think I can end it right there. I'm going to go ahead and add that video. I'll explain it, what you're seeing, though. So at that time, I think it was, I want to say it was 2022. Brody had summer school, and I had to drop him off. It was the middle of the day. I drove in to the driveway after dropping him off, and I, for some reason, looked at that window and automatically saw what I saw and started recording. Okay. It was actually, the original is a much longer video. What I did was, I said, I'm going to show you that there's nobody in that room. That room is our storage room. It's like literally filled with shit to the ceiling. You can barely walk inside the door. And it's been like that for a long time. So I went in, after recording the window, I went inside. I showed the room that it's full of shit and no one could possibly be there in that window. And then I went and showed where the twins were. Nowhere near that room. Of course, Brody wasn't home. So that's, the whole thing. But I don't need to put all that. I'm just gonna show a close-up of the window in the video. And he made fun of me because, to me, and I don't know what it is, but one of the ones, the one that creeps up from the bottom, and it has like this ear, it to me it resembles like a skull of a mouse. And I said that, and he laughed at me. But the reason I say that is just, it kind of looks like that because of the ear. And the other thing just looks, I don't know, you'll see. Yeah. And I'm gonna repeat, because someone didn't listen to me when I said, don't say anything negative about the paranormal shit, because I've fucking had it with that crap from anyone. And of course, one fucking asshole, of course it was a guy, commented on one of my videos with a negative response, and I just deleted it. So I'm not gonna bother fighting with any, of the jerks that want to do shit like that. No, I'm just gonna simply delete it. Yeah. You're ignorant. Okay? Ignorant. But anyways, yeah, enjoy it. And till next time. Thank you. Fucking record. Are you fucking kidding me? Shit is moving in there. You can see it. I just saw tons of it. I can't believe what wasn't fucking recording. I'm taking some stills too. To compare, but you can see movement. That thing is moving up. Where the hell it is. See that? It was down. Now it's up in the corner. There's something else that was moving on the top window, but I missed that one. Oh, no, it's gone completely. See that? What the hell is that? Huh? What is that shit? Something just moved again. Oh, yeah. I just saw movement in there. See? Something moving in the top window. Is that just a reflection of the trees? There is some tree reflection. But that wasn't... The thing that's gone now, that wasn't tree. No way. But something there again now. It's moving. What is that? Oh, it just moved again. Oh, shit, there it is. There it is. There it is. Yeah. What is that? Should be no one in there. Nobody is in that fucking room. Right? Nobody. So what is that? Moving in my window. What is it? Yeah, shit. Sorry, buddy. You can go out. Okay. I'm stoked. I'm putting this. Fucking